Doc.
Cheers.
Hooray.
Welcome to Hollywood Secrets. Today, we're uncovering Hollywood's darkest secrets with a chilling look at 10 shocking alcohol-fueled deaths that stunned Tinseltown. Behind the glitz and glamour of the silver screen, some of old Hollywood's brightest stars battled dangerous addictions, leading to tragic and untimely deaths. From heart-wrenching personal struggles to fatal consequences, these stories remind us of the darker side of fame. Let's dive in. John Barrymore. One of the greatest actors of his generation, John Barrymore's career spanned both stage and screen, but his battle with alcohol was infamous. Despite his incredible talent, Barrymore's love for the bottle ultimately consumed him. By the end of his life, his once powerful career had dwindled, and his health deteriorated rapidly. Barrymore passed away in 1942 from cirrhosis and kidney failure, leaving behind a legacy overshadowed by his addiction. W.C. Fields. Known for his comedic genius and distinctive voice, W.C. Fields was a beloved star of early Hollywood. However, Fields was also notorious for his heavy drinking, which often became the subject of his comedy routines. His alcoholism, however, was no joke, and it led to severe health problems later in life. Fields suffered from cirrhosis and eventually passed away in 1946. His life, both on and off the screen, was a tragic testament to the destructive power of alcohol. Wallace Reed. Handsome and charming, Wallace Reed was one of Hollywood's biggest silent film heartthrobs. Unfortunately, Reed became addicted to morphine and alcohol following a serious injury on set. His addiction spiraled out of control, and despite his fame, Reed could not overcome his dependence. He passed away in 1923 at just 31 years old, a cautionary tale about the pressures of early Hollywood. Errol Flynn. Known for his swashbuckling roles and devilish charm, Errol Flynn was one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Behind the scenes, however, Flynn lived a fast and reckless life, filled with scandal, alcohol, and excess. His hard-partying lifestyle caught up with him, and Flynn suffered from severe liver damage. He died of a heart attack in 1959 at just 50 years old, leaving a legacy of both cinematic greatness and personal turmoil. Judy Garland. The beloved star of The Wizard of Oz, Judy Garland captured hearts with her incredible voice and emotional performances. However, Garland's life was marred by drug and alcohol abuse, a result of the immense pressures placed on her from a young age. Her health declined over the years, and in 1969, she tragically died of a barbiturate overdose. Garland's death remains one of the most heartbreaking losses in Hollywood history. Montgomery Clift. A sensitive and intense actor, Montgomery Clift was a trailblazer in Hollywood, known for his emotionally raw performances. After a near-fatal car crash in 1956, Clift became addicted to painkillers and alcohol, which derailed his once promising career. His health deteriorated rapidly in his final years, and Clift passed away in 1966 at just 45 years old, his brilliance cut short by addiction. William Holden. Oscar-winning actor William Holden was one of Hollywood's most respected leading men, starring in classics like Sunset Boulevard and The Bridge on the River Kwai. Despite his professional success, Holden struggled with alcoholism throughout his life. In 1981, a drunk Holden tragically slipped and fell, hitting his head and bleeding to death in his apartment. His death was a shocking reminder of the dangers of addiction. Barbara Payton. Once a rising starlet with a promising future, Barbara Payton's career was derailed by her troubled personal life and alcohol abuse. Her decline was rapid and brutal, with Payton becoming a tabloid fixture for her scandals and arrests. She spent her final years in poverty, battling alcoholism and drug addiction, before dying in 1967 at the age of 39, a tragic figure of Hollywood's dark side. Veronica Lake. a popular film noir star known for her iconic blonde hairstyle and sultry roles, Veronica Lake was one of the most glamorous stars of the 1940s. However, Lake's career faltered, and she turned to alcohol to cope with her struggles. Her addiction left her financially and emotionally destitute, and she spent her later years in obscurity. Lake died in 1973 from hepatitis and acute kidney injury, a sad end for a once brilliant star. Lupe Vales. Known as the Mexican Spitfire, Lupe Vales was a fiery and passionate actress who gained fame in the 1920s and 1930s. Despite her success, Vales' personal life was filled with drama and heartbreak, including her tumultuous love affairs and battles with depression. In 1944, Vales took her own life after a failed relationship, overdosing on barbiturates. Her tragic death remains one of Hollywood's most poignant stories of a star whose inner demons got the best of her. These heartbreaking stories remind us that even the brightest stars can be consumed by the darkness of addiction. From soaring careers to tragic ends, these Hollywood legends' struggles with alcohol ultimately led to their downfall. Despite their untimely deaths, their legacies remain etched in the annals of cinema history.